Good morning, and how are you? I'm fine, and hope that you are too. Hey, everybody, welcome to Success Saturday with me, Lakisha, your certified life coach and destiny cheer captain. I am excited about the topic today: 5 secrets to a happy life. Yes. So if you have been with me, welcome back, tribe. I'm so excited to see you. I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. Finally, the sun is out. It is hot, but hopefully I can get outside. A couple of weeks ago, I bought my husband some tennis rackets and some. We have not been able to play tennis. It's just way too hot outside. So hopefully we'll get to do a little something this weekend, but we'll see. Also, I just saw the grass man pull up. He always pulls up when I'm about to do my video. So I hope you all cannot hear him outside. But we are about to get started with the 5 secrets of living a happy life. Yeah, I found out some powerful stuff. So I am going to go over just a couple of housekeeping things and announcements, and then we're going to get straight into it because I think this is really good information for everybody. Good morning, Tori. How are you, my dear? I hope you're doing so well. Um, Today I usually have coffee, but I have to say I don't have coffee today. I don't. I have Coke Zero. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. But it is because I just got back home from being gone a long time for work and my voice is kind of gone too. So I just need to drink something. I don't know if this is the most healthy thing to drink, but that's what I got in my cup. Oh, and I got this cup from Denver when I went to Denver in June. And I think it's so cute and so executive looking. So I am drinking Coke Zero out of my Denver cup today. I usually have a coffee mug, but I didn't have time to make it because I didn't wake up early because I just got back home. Okay. All right. Give us the grace. All right. Hi, Janet. Karen. Welcome, Karen. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. All right. So, just a couple housekeeping things while you get your pen and paper, because there's gonna be some good stuff today, y'all. I'm just gonna say, I normally don't say that. Well, maybe I do. But anyway, get your pen and paper out. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is make sure you get your Success Saturday journal so you can keep all this goodness in one good place. It is hardback so that you can keep it forever and you can have the notes from all of these Success Saturdays in your notes. The second thing is, if you have not gone out to get this book, if you've been watching me a long time and you don't got this book yet, you need to get this book. Okay. Try success. It won't bite. How to live your best life through 10 principles of self excellence. And y'all, self excellence is mentioned in the science of happiness. And that's what we're talking about today. So you want to get this book. This book is full of self excellence information. Information. Okay. All right, so get those two. Also, I'm so excited about this coming Monday. Monday, July 24th is the second camp. It's the second virtual camp, and this one's going to be different. So the first time we did virtual karaoke. This time we're going to do virtual crafting and coloring. I am going to go live in my Facebook group. I'm going to go live in my Facebook group to talk about the crafting part so people won't feel intimidated about the crafting part. The crafting part is really easy. You just need glitter, Mod Podge, and a little brush to brush the glitter on and something you want to bling. You could bring a couple things you want to bling up. If you want to bling, I don't know, what would I want to bling up? I'm trying to look around. I don't know. Say I wanted to bling up my little my Bath and Body Works spray and make this glittery. So you would just put the Mod Podge on it, sprinkle the glitter on it, and then take the little sponge thing and put it, and now it's blinged up. You just gotta let it dry. So that is a quick and easy crafting one to do. The fun part is you can bring up anything you want. You can bring a brush, you can bring a mirror, you can bring a spray bottle. You can bring anything you want to bling. So that is the crafting part. And then the coloring part is you can bring an adult coloring book. I have lots of them here because it is a relaxation thing for me. But if you don't have an adult coloring book, I got you. I'm going to give you free coloring pages so you can download, print out, and use those to color. And I usually use color pencils to color. So if you have color pencils, you want to bring your color pencils and sharpen them, So that's Monday at 7 p.m. Monday at 7 p.m. You might say, Lakisha, well, how do I sign up for that? Go to successmywaycoaching.com and sign up right now. Sign up right now. It's $15. And the reason why I'm putting a price on this is because I'm doing giveaways. I'm giving away way more than $15 worth of stuff on these events. So you pay $15, you come, and then actually it's 30 because it's 2 more left. We have another event at the end of August 24th. I think it's a Thursday, 7 p.m., where we're doing financial vision boards, the Success My Way. They're going to look a little different than a normal vision board, but we're doing financial vision boards because I want everybody to go into the holidays with a financial plan. And August is the best time to do it because honestly, I'm just gonna keep it real. By the time October gets here, like we're in the season. We're in the season of shelling out a lot of money when October comes. So we'll start it 2 months ahead of time and planning and getting it done. So that is our virtual camp. If you missed the first camp, just hop on now. Just hop on now. Come to this second camp and come to the third camp. You can sign up for both camps at the same exact time. Whoever signed up in June, you're already signed up. If you signed up for camp in June, you're already signed up. You do not need to sign up again. You just need to come. You just need to come. All right. So if you have any more questions, make sure you contact me on my email, on my website, on social media, on my Facebook group. All the information is in the description. Okay. The last thing I want to share with you is Success My Way Academy is coming back. Success My Way Academy is coming back. Yes. Success My Way Academy is coming back September 30th. September 30th. And I have condensed it down to 3 weeks. And the reason why I did this is because the world has opened up. Seems like everybody is in post-pandemic mood, you know what I'm saying? Even though we still got COVID around here, but that pandemic has officially ended globally. So because of this, people want to be out. They don't want to be in a virtual situation for a long time. So I condensed it from 6 weeks to 3 weeks. Still same content. It's just going to be more intense. So if you know somebody who wants to join that, please, please, please encourage them to join. I'm going to be interviewing people who've been through Success My Way Academy, alumni who have done different things because of Success My Way Academy to motivate you and anybody else. Even if you've been through Success My Way Academy before, who's telling you you can't come through Success My Way Academy again? I mean, you can. I'm just saying. So you can redo the course, or you can redo the course by yourself, or bring some friends with you and support them. They support you. Y'all go through together, or you could just invite new people to the course. I know my brand ambassadors are going to be working really hard to invite the people to the course. So I'm really, really excited. And last week, if you didn't watch the video, I gave a shout out. It's my brand ambassadors 1 year anniversary with me. They've been with me for 1 year. They are an amazing group. We meet every single month and we have such a great time. So shout out again to brand ambassadors. All right, y'all. So let's get started with the content for today. And here's another thing about me traveling. I did not get to put my notes in here. I did. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm totally off today. I had to put my notes on my phone. So I do have my notes, but I will be looking at my phone today. So, you know what I'm saying. Yes, Tori is a brand ambassador. Yes, congratulations. Yes. All right. So let me put my glasses on because y'all know I can't see without my glasses. All right. All right. Now I can see. All right. So today we're talking about, I'm so excited about this topic. Y'all gonna see me get excited. And the reason why I'm excited about this topic because it's based on positive psychology. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am a certified life coach. I love psychology. And I'm glad I get to share this with you because a lot of my work, a lot of what I do for Success My Way is based on positive psychology. I don't know if you all knew that, but yes. So I'm excited to share this. So today we're talking about 5 secrets to a happy life. Now, these secrets are coming from strong research. It's also coming from the father, the proclaimed father or starter of positive psychology. His name is Martin C. Seligman. Seligman. His name is spelled Seligman. Martin Seligman, he's known as the pioneer of positive psychology. He has videos online. I've researched his videos to do this for you today. So check him out. He also has a wonderful book called Authentic Happiness. It is not a new book, but if it's new to you, I suggest everybody get that book. I'm going to get that book, and I might ask my once a month stack groups, which are my Success Tribe Accountability Circle groups. I might ask them to purchase this Authentic Happiness book, and we do a book study on it because I knew positive psychology was like really, really effective. I didn't know how. Y'all, positive psychology is a freaking game changer for your life. I personally believe that positive psychology is what the world needs right now post pandemic. I really, really believe that. I really believe that if we all learned positive psychology, we can recover and sustain our happiness. And that's what I love about positive psychology. It's not about so before positive psychology spent a lot of time on negative stuff: depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, panic attacks. Psychology spent a lot of times on these things. So psychologists are good at de-escalating those things, bringing those things down. But what psychology was not good at is bringing you back up into a sustained level of happiness. So what this man has done, Martin Seligman, what he has done is he has decided to take psychology and flip it and create positive psychology for people. So I am a strong advocate of positive psychology. I use it. I live by it. It is psychology because it's based on long-term scientific research. This is not like somebody told me this and I read this in an article. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Positive psychology is based on strong proven research, okay, that it works. It works really well. Okay. So, what I'm going to tell you, if you do it, if you understand it, and if you use it and do some tools to help yourself, it will help you not only get happier, but sustain that happiness. Okay. So, get that book, Authentic Happiness. Another thing, he works at the University of Pennsylvania. That's not far from me. I'm like, I might take one of his courses. He works at the University of Pennsylvania, and I love learning new stuff. So, I might be taking an Authentic Happiness course. I'm just saying, anybody out there with me, y'all want to take one too? Y'all want to take it with me? I don't know. I'm gonna try to research, see what I can do. Because what I found out, y'all, is that the military invested billions of dollars in teaching their soldiers positive psychology. Say what? Say what? Y'all, the military. And this is how they did it. They rotate their lieutenant sergeants, the trainers. They rotate the trainers through the University of Pennsylvania's Authentic Happiness training. And then it's like the trainer model. So all the millions and billions of soldiers learn about positive psychology so they can go through battle without losing their minds. Say what? Y'all, I'm about to teach y'all what this man knows. I'm about to teach it to y'all right now. This is some powerful stuff. The government paid this a lot of money for this for the military to learn this stuff. Okay. All right. Yes, yes, Karen. Yes, Karen is a certified life coach as well. So she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just share some stuff with you. Okay, so the last thing I want to say is this. I have a test in the description right now that is free that you can take. It's called the strength test. You can learn your strengths, and I'm about to give you an understanding of your strengths. You can also, excuse me, you can also learn how happy you are. You can learn how happy you are, okay, with these tests. It's a slew of tests. It's like a lot of tests, and they're all free. All you have to do is sign up for them. You do have to register, but you register, you give them your information. They don't ask you for any money. Because guess what this man said? He said he believed his job. I think this is so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. This man says that he believes his job is to use wealth to help the world improve their well-being. Y'all, I don't know if this is an angel or what, this Martin Seligman man. I don't know if he an angel. I don't know if he a good or bad person. But I do know that is a godly concept. That is a godly concept. This man said that he wants to use wealth to improve the well-being of the world. Say what? So it's free. It is absolutely free. It's always been free. Unbelievable. So I'm a Martin Seligman fan. I am a proponent of positive psychology. I am happy today to share with you this information. And just know that Success My Way coaching is based on positive psychology. It always has been. And I have a degree in psychology. I've always loved psychology. So if I get a little too excited, tell me to calm down in the comment. Say, Lakisha, calm down, calm down. Say that in the comments. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get started. I'm gonna get started with just a overview of it, and then we're going to get into the 5 secrets. Okay. So here we go. So I'm gonna be reading from my notes. I have a lot of notes on my phone right here. So it's saying rather than focus on hedonistic motives such as pleasure, enjoyment, and comfort, you can focus on eudaimonic motives such as personal growth, personal excellence, and contributing to the lives of others. So this is the thing with positive psychology, is that it is so important that humans interact with other humans. What positive psychology has found is that being social is the number one way to sustain happiness. Yes, thank you, Karen. Being human, yes, get excited with me. That's why I shouldn't be excited by myself anyway. Being human and socializing is the number one way to be happy. I don't know if you all remember a long time ago, I was talking about blue zones and the happiest countries, and they're happy because family and friendship is the source, is the culture. Family and friendship. It's unlike the American culture. The American culture is very individualistic. You rise by your own bootstraps, and it's a single person getting all the accolades, even though we know they had a whole team of people working with them. I always say, as a leader, I never say I did. I don't use I say statements. I never use I statements. I'm like, I have a great team, or I say, we did a wonderful job. It's because of us, right? So positive psychology is about the socialness of being human. And that's what makes us sustain not get happy and then go away, but sustain happiness. So that's what that statement means. It also says people who have discovered their signature strengths And signature strengths are your values and action. It is your character. These are your signature strengths. Let me ask you that right now. Do you know your signature strengths? Do you know your signature strengths? Because if you don't, you need to go in my description and take that authentic happiness test. I think it says on the site, brief strengths test. It's going to tell you your signature strengths. And also, oh, if you buy the book, which I'm going to buy today, if you buy the book, Authentic Happiness, they have a test, they have a strength test in the book. So you can learn your signature strengths. Now, learning your signature strength is very important in the secret in sustaining a happy life. Learning your strengths, that's really, really important. If you go around the world not knowing your strength, you're missing a huge opportunity to be your best self. I'm going to say that again. If you go through the world not really understanding and knowing your strengths, you miss a huge opportunity to be your best self. Okay, so this is a very important part of getting ready to understand the 5 secrets. Okay. Um, I also want to share with you this. So Martin Seligman said that there's 3 types of work. There's 3 types of work. Y'all ready? Let's write these types of work down, because we know with positive psychology, meaningful work is extremely important. Humans need meaningful work. They need meaningful work. Okay. So there's 3 types of work. Okay. The first type of work is a job. Job. Write that down. Write down job. The first type of work is a job. And a job is simply if you're just doing a 9 to 5 just because you need the money. You're not doing it because you like it. You're not doing it because you love it. You're doing it because you just need the money. That is a job. So I'm going to ask you, are you working a job? Are you working at a place where you're just only there for the money? That's a job. Here's the second way of work, is an occupation. So write that down, occupation. So an occupation is a step up from a job. It is a salary. It is a degree. You don't necessarily love it, but it is more sustainable. You may encounter bits and pieces that you like more than others. And you have some type of degree towards it, some type of certification towards it, some type of learning that you had to do to get it, right? That's an occupation. All right. So the first type is a job. You're just only doing that because you need the money, no other reason. The second is an occupation. It's a little higher. It's like your career. You may like it, you may not, but you train for it. It's salaried. You're on the payroll as a salaried employee, and that's your occupation. The third one is really important, y'all. The third type of work from Martin Seligman is your calling. It is your calling. Write that down, because I'm telling you, I'm going somewhere with this. All right. It is your calling. And it says, you won't be completely happy until you found it. Oh, I'm going to pause right there. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you're retired. It doesn't matter if you don't have a job. Maybe you're a full-time student. That calling has to be found. If you don't know your calling, whether you have a job or occupation or not, you will not be happy. So it's your job. It is your job to seek out and find your calling, because that is what's going to sustain your happiness. Janice says, thanks, Crushing Goals with Karen, for logging in. Slow, write it down. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So keep that in mind. I'm going somewhere. This is all connected. Okay. All right. So your calling is based on virtues, and virtues are behaviors that show high moral standards. So your calling is not negative. Your calling is connected to, is virtuous. Your calling is good. Your calling is virtuous. Okay. So he says there's 6 core virtues that all humans have. And if you take that strength test, it will tell you which one of these virtues or which of these multiple virtues are your strengths. And usually the virtues are attached to your calling. Come on. Oh my God. Y'all, I am so excited about this. I hope I'm going to help somebody today. Now, I want to help somebody every day, but I really want to help somebody today. I want to set somebody free today with this information. Okay? So your calling is virtuous. And there are 6 core virtues that humans have. But all of us are not good at all of them. Some of us have key strengths in these 6. Okay? And the strengths that you can pull out of these 6 is attached to your calling. Powerful, right? All right. So, y'all ready to learn the 6 core virtues? Let's learn about the 6 core virtues. All right. The first one, and he calls these virtues your signature. He calls these the strengths. Okay, I had that in my notes. He calls these virtues your strengths. Okay, so there's 6 virtues. There's 6 core strengths, and all of us are not like strong at all of them. We are strong at some of them. I think he said like your top 5 strengths is where he wants you to hover into. Your top 5 strengths is where he wants you to hone in and hover into, because that's part of your calling, your top 5. And remember, I told you this strength test is in the description. It's called brief strength test. He got a lot of tests, but go to the one that says brief strength test in on AuthenticHappiness.com. Okay. That's where you're going to find your strengths. Tori said, set me free today. To God be the glory. Yes. Yes. I'm so excited. Okay. The first strength is transcendence. I almost messed that word up. Transcendence. TRANSCENDENCE. That's a long word. Transcendence. Okay. There's some categories under transcendence. Y'all ready? So write transcendence, and then we're gonna write the categories under transcendence. All right, here we go. Transcendence is enthusiasm, forgiveness, humor, faith, gratitude, and appreciation. All right, I'm going to say it again. I know it's a lot, y'all. I hope y'all writing this down. Transcendence is the first core strength or core virtue, and it has buckets under it. Under this, you have enthusiasm, forgiveness, humor, faith, gratitude, and appreciation. So that's all under the bucket of transcendence. So when you take this test, they test you in each one of those. So you can see actually which one of those is strong, which ones of those are low. Some of you are going to find that you may be strong in the whole category. And guess what? I took the test. I'm going to tell you my strongest category. I'm going to tell you my strongest category. Okay. All right, so the next one, that's number 1, transcendence. And I don't know if anybody has room to put these in the chat for the replay people, but please put it in the chat. Okay, somebody. All right, the second one is temperance. 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 There you, Karen. Temperance. Temperance, okay? Now, there's some categories under temperance, and there's only 3 categories. Transcendence is the longest category, I think. Let me check. Oh, no, wisdom. Wisdom is the other one that's long. So transcendence, but this one's short. Temperance. Temperance, under temperance, you have caution, modesty, and self-control. So temperance, when Okay, so this is a little guilty thing I do sometimes. Sometimes I watch that show Cheaters. Anybody watch that show Cheaters on MTV early in the morning? Come on, like 5 in the morning. Anyway, I'll be like, ooh, So, but I noticed Cheaters, they name their mission. It's the only TV show I think that names their mission when they come on. Do y'all notice that? It's just stuff that I noticed. And they said, we seek to restore virtue and temperance. And I was like, virtue and temperance. And I was like, ooh, temperance. They seek to do that on Cheaters. But temperance is modesty. So I guess, and self-control. Okay. If I'm cheating, I'm out of control. Okay, okay, cheaters. Cheaters know what they talk about. All right, y'all. That's temperance. Number 3, I'm having fun with this. Number 3 is justice. Justice, okay? Justice has 3 categories under it. Justice has leadership, fairness, and loyalty. Justice has leadership, fairness, and loyalty. Okay. So that's under justice. Pretty self-explanatory. Which one? The 1, 2, 3. Okay. The 4th one is 6 of them. The 4th one is love. It's love. One of my favorite words. I don't know if y'all know, but my favorite color is this like baby pink, like that Barbie pink. And did you know in the chakras, that pink is the color of love. Even without the chakras, if you look up the meaning of the color pink means love. So love, I love love. Love. Okay. Under love, you have loving. You have the word loving, kindness, and generosity. So love is the 4th category. Under love, right? Loving, kindness, and generosity. And it looks like my can y'all see me well? It looks like my internet is getting low. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me well or not. Okay. The 4th one, no, that was 4. I'm losing track. The fifth one is courage. Okay, good. Thank you. The 5th one is courage. Courage. Under courage or courage. You gotta be mad to get a little fire on you to have some courage. Courage. Okay. Under courage is honesty, perseverance, and bravery. Honesty, perseverance, and bravery. And lastly is wisdom. Wisdom has a lot of categories under it. Wisdom has perspective, social intelligence, street smarts, open-mindedness, love of learning, and curiosity. I'm going to say that again because that's another long category. Wisdom. Under wisdom, and Karen, let me know if you need me to repeat these. I know I'm going kind of fast. Under wisdom, you have perspective, social intelligence, street smarts, open-mindedness, love of learning, and curiosity. And then I didn't know which categories these go under, but the test also has 2 more things. It has creativity and hope. Okay. Creativity and hope. I didn't know which of these 6 categories creativity and hope went to, but I don't know. Okay, so those are the strengths. And really quickly, I have a lot of strengths on here, but I had 1 category, it was 100%. The whole category was 100% strength for me, and that category was justice. The category that's 100% strength for me is justice, leadership, fairness, and loyalty. That's me. All right, so I had some other ones, but that was the only category where I scored high in all of the subcategories. All right, so you learned a little bit about me in that moment. Okay, so now what I want to tell you about these strengths is this. They said it'll be good for you to create a calling description. Use these strengths. Once you know your strengths, start writing down a calling description. I call it your life mission and vision. Come on. Start writing down your calling description, your life mission and vision. Put all these strengths in one area and start writing about them in your life, because this is your part of your calling. This is evidence of what makes you happy. This is evidence. Your strengths will be evidence of what sustains your happiness. Thank you, Karen. It's coming through. Thank you. Okay, so now let's get to the 5 secrets. And I'm just going to go through each one and explain each one in depth. Okay, I was looking to see, I have other notes here too. I hope I can get to them. Okay. Number one, the first secret to a happy life is the pleasant life. Write that down. The pleasant life. This is still from Martin Seligman. Nothing on here is from anywhere else. Martin Seligman. He's the founder of positive psychology. We talk about positive psychology, okay? The pleasant life. Okay. So it says this is positive emotion, and you, as much as you can, you should learn skills to keep your emotions up, right? And this area is where you should grow. The only thing about this area, the pleasant life, is secret number 1, which is positive emotions, is that this is 50% predictable at birth. I don't know if y'all remember telling me that I learned through the science of happiness that people are born with different levels of happiness. But that is what this is talking about. People are born with different levels of happiness. Did you know that? I don't know if y'all knew that. Yes, people are born with different levels. So, positive emotion is 50% predictable from your DNA. And then some of us have to work harder at skills at maintaining that positive emotion than others. Okay? So don't expect, everybody's like, Lakisha, why are you so happy? Because Jesus made me that way. I'm just saying. Jesus made us have different happiness levels. But they also said that the skills that you can learn, okay, to be more happy, to have more positive emotion, can increase that by 15 to 20%. So there are skills you can learn to increase your happiness 15 to 20%. Now, I'm not going to get into those. You got to get the book Authentic Happiness by Martin Seligman. He breaks it all down. But I'm just doing an overview, okay? And he calls this the pleasant life happyology. Happyology. I like that. And the only thing, the drawback of this, he said, is that it habituates. Okay, so say you to have positive emotion, you decide to wake up every morning and smile. I don't know. I'm just making this up. You decide to wake up every morning and smile. He said, if you wake up every morning and smile every day, you lose your enthusiasm for smiling. So he said the pleasant life is good. It's part of being happy, but it habituates. You'll get tired of it maybe. And it's temporary. So I can have a positive emotion now, encounter somebody to make me mad, and the positive emotion is gone. I don't care if I smiled all day. Okay. So the pleasant life is good, but it's like the icing on the cake. Having positive emotion is like the icing on the cake of happiness. It is not the meat and potatoes of happiness. Y'all, this is groundbreaking. Because what do we always tell? Be positive, smile, laughter is the best medicine. All this stuff is temporary. Okay. It's good, but it's the icing on the cake. It's not the real meat and potatoes of happiness. So now we're going to get into the next two. The next two are the meat and potatoes of happiness. Okay. So the second one, oh, and I know you're like, Lakisha, what are some things we can do to increase our emotions 15 to 20%? This is what I teach you about meditation. That's an example. Meditation, gratitude, doing a gratitude journal, all that stuff, like that. Okay. Now let's go to the second one, which now we're getting into at least the potatoes. This is the potatoes. The meat is the third one. Okay, the potatoes right now. The second one is called, y'all ready? It's called the good life. The good life. Okay, so number one was the pleasant life. Number two, now we're talking about the good life. And I don't have my charger. I really hope this doesn't cut off. The good life. He calls this engagement. He calls the good life engagement. Okay. And he said this is a strength-based life. Remember, we just went over strengths. Hey, see the connection? So this is a life based on your strengths. So if you do not know your strengths, you cannot be happy. See? Because you have to have a good life. You have to engage using your strengths in life to be happy. It's engagement. So, what does engagement mean? That means you should be using your strengths at work. You should be using your strengths as a parent. You should be using your strength as a spouse. You should be using your strength as a friend. You should be using your strength when you play. Okay, y'all, this is flow. Who knows what flow is? Flow is when time absolutely stops because you're having so much fun doing something. Actually, you forget what time it is. I remember I was working in my war binder one time, and I couldn't believe I was working in my war binder for 2 hours. I had no idea. I had no idea that I spent 2 hours working in my war binder. I was in flow. Time stopped. I didn't know what time. You ever do something? You ever be so concentrated in something? You say, what time is it? You lost time. That is a good life. What if you did that all the time? What if you didn't care? My husband just retired, right? And he was like, yeah, what's the day? Saturday, Sunday? He was like, I don't even know what day it is. I said, look at you, free from time. He is retired. He don't know what day it is. He don't know what time it is. He's in flow. He enjoying himself. He living that good retired life. What? Sometimes we forget what day it is because we're so burnt out. But when you forget what day it is because you're doing something you love, that is the good life. Y'all, that's secret number 2. Engagement, having a good life. So what it says right here, it says, this is different from number 1. This is different from the pleasant life because the pleasant life is about pleasure. And with pleasure, like, that it's happening. You're meditating. You're being grateful. You know it. However, with this one, it says you don't know what's happening. You can't feel anything. You ever hear like the basketball players, they're just shooting, they're making, what is it, Stephen Curry? Stephen Curry, when he's making like those 3-pointers over and over again and over and over again, he probably can't even feel it. He's so much in the zone, he's just doing it. He doesn't know how he's doing it. He doesn't know why he's doing it. He's just doing it. That is what the good life is. That's what total engagement is, losing track of time and losing track of your feeling about it. I've heard so many people say, you know what? It must have been God because I don't remember anything I said. Who said? I say that all the time. Sometimes I start talking and people be like, that was so good. And I'll be like, I can't remember what I said. Engagement. Isn't that great? So he says, now y'all listen, come close, come close. I think this is so important. He says, you must recraft, he used the word recraft, your life to use your strengths as much as possible because that's your calling. You must recraft your life to use your strengths as much as possible so you can remain in the flow zone. Mhm. Mhm. So my question to you is, how often are you in flow? How often are you using your strengths in life? First of all, you got to know what your strengths are. Second of all, you got to analyze how often you're using them. He suggests that you use them everywhere. Recraft your life. So, if you're engaging with a friend, how can you recraft your life so when you engage with your friends and go out and go to events that you're using your strengths? So, I can tell me, for example, since I know that justice is a high strength for me, justice is leadership, fairness, and loyalty. When I'm with my friends, I'm probably going to be the leader in the group at the moment or do some leadership stuff because that's who I am. I'm probably going to talk about what's fair and not fair because I do get a little perturbed when stuff is not right. Okay. And then I'm going to show my friends loyalty and I expect them to show it back because that's how I am. All right. So, and that makes me, believe it or not, it doesn't make my emotions positive. Come on. It makes me happy. That's the difference, y'all. Just because somebody is smiling in your face doesn't mean they're happy. I know so many people that smile in your face and they depressed as heck. Depressed people smile all the time. That's why the pleasant life is the icing on the cake. It's the icing on the cake because it's not really happiness. Happy people don't smile, don't have to smile. It depends on what their strength is, you know. All right, so you get it. Use your strengths everywhere. Use it with your spouse. Use it with when you go have fun, your leisure time, when you relax and have fun and recreation. Use your strength in recreation. Use your strength when you're parenting your kids. Use your strength, y'all, everywhere. And then if you do this for months on end, do it for like 3 months. And guess what? The studies show that your happiness is going to improve after 3 months and it's going to be sustained. It's going to be sustained. This is powerful. Number 3. Now, when I said that was the potatoes, this is the meat. Number 3 is the meaningful life. Number 3 is the meaningful life. So number 1, the first secret is the pleasant life, the icing on the cake. The second secret is the good life. It's the potatoes of life. The third secret is the meaningful life. It's the meat of life. This is the meat. Studies show that people who live a meaningful life are the happiest. This is the strongest indicator of them all of happiness. Okay. Number 3, the meaningful life is the strongest thing you can turn your life into to sustain your happiness, is to do something meaningful. So you have to know your strengths. This is connected to 2. You have to know your strengths and then use your strengths to improve the world. You get it? That makes it meaningful. Be of service to something larger than yourself. When that man said, I want to use wealth to improve the well-being of the world, that is a highly meaningful statement. I know that probably makes him extremely happy. So, what can you do? Use your strengths to improve the world. to be of service. They said when someone is depressed and they go help somebody, it immediately brings them up, even if it's just temporary, because the idea that I am helping somebody else, that's how God made us. He did not make us to be alone. He did not make us to stand on a corner all by ourselves. He did not make us to consume a bunch of materials for ourselves and not help anybody. If you are doing that, you are not authentically happy, because this is from research. And this says you must give to something greater than yourself, do something beyond yourself to be happy. What is that? I'm going to give you an example of some billionaires. So a group of billionaires just bought the Commanders team. Who's in the football, right? I'm from DC. That's my team. You know what I'm saying? And then Magic Johnson is on it. Like, we all hype. We hype in DC about the Commanders owners. Probably more hype about the owners than Commanders at this point. But anyway, because we've been losing a long time. But the billionaire that is leading the group of billionaires purchasing this football team was born and raised in DC. He wants to give back to DC. This is his way of giving back to DC. He wants to start with improving the fan experience and then ultimately give us a winning championship team. That is a great thing he's trying to do beyond himself with his money. He's going to use his money, time, energy to do something he thinks is meaningful beyond himself, which is, first of all, I think they purchased the Commanders with $6 billion. He had to gather all those millionaires and say, yo, let's do this. Like, even though he's a million, he lives a life that only we probably can't even fathom what kind of life this man lived. But he got the secret to happiness. Every rich person is not happy. Every rich person is not giving to other people. In fact, they said rich people give the least. I don't know if y'all know that. They did a study on who in the United States gives to charity the most. It's middle-class people. It's people like me. Middle-class people give to charity the most, not rich people. So I thought that was fascinating. So number 3, living a meaningful life is the best thing you can do to be happy, to sustain your happiness, and it's connected to your strengths. You have to live a meaningful life that is based on your strengths. That's why that strength-based test is so important that you take that. All right. Number 4, the 4th thing you need to do to live a meaningful, happy life, the 4th secret to living a happy life, I want to use those words, is the need for challenge and creativity. So these 2 things were not in the strength-based, well, challenge wasn't, but creativity was, but it wasn't part of the 6 virtues. So I got to read the book because I got to see where creativity lands. But nevertheless, creativity is extremely important in your happiness, okay? So the 4th secret is the need for challenge and creativity. That's why we got the virtual crafting on Monday. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be creating on Monday at our virtual camp for adults only. Okay, so the need for challenge and creativity, it says this: learning something is not just great for our brains, it also feeds our self-esteem. What? Hold up, pause. You mean being creative improves my self-esteem? So if I have low self-esteem, I just need to become creative and that will help my self-esteem? Say what? What? That was powerful, man. I did not know that. I'm gonna be real. I was like, no wonder when you see highly creative people, they seem like they are really comfortable in their own skin. Highly creative people to me seems really comfortable in their own skin. Like Beyonce. Beyonce glides like an angel. She's like in her own, because she's in her creative element, especially during a tour. Like just in her creative, I've noticed she's posted way more than usual. She's posted her outfits way more than usual. She's even bringing her daughter in. She's in this high self-esteem space because she's in a highly creative space with her tour, right? So the same thing, like, oh, hi, Theodore Linda. Yes, yes, Karen been doing your job for you, seeing your absence. She been doing really good too. Thank you, Karen. Um, and yeah, that was shocking to me that creativity builds self-esteem. So if you know you have low self-esteem, tap into your creativity. All right, let me keep going. It makes us feel empowered and capable. So that's why it's attached to self-esteem, because creativity makes us feel empowered and capable. It gives us a sense of growth, progress, and achievement. Creativity and challenge gives us a sense of growth, process, and achievement. If we never challenge ourselves to improve by learning a new craft or developing our existing skills, we can quickly begin to feel unimportant, pointless, or worthless. It will quickly lead to a depressive downward spiral. So, when is the last time you were creative? Maybe that's attached to you not all the way being your best happy self. So, I challenge you to tap into your creativity, get creative, do something creative that makes you feel like you're growing, that empowers you, that makes you feel capable. And try to do that everywhere. Do that at work, do that as a parent, do that with your partner, your significant other. Do that when you go play something. Okay. That's number 4. Challenges and creativity. That's the secret to a happy life. And number five is the need for friendship and intimacy. For number 5, say social fitness, Karen, right? Social fitness for number 5. Social fitness. So it says not a little bit, a bunch of research, ample research shows that people who are more socially connected, they live longer. They are most protected against stress, depression, and declines in memory and language. Thank you, Karen. Social fitness. You all, I know we have people who are introverted, but that does not mean they don't need people. I don't care. You can say, I don't need nobody all you want. It is a lie from the pit of hell. When you hear somebody say, I don't need nobody or I don't care about people, that's not a happy statement. That is not a happy statement. I need everybody. I need people. I need people to help me. I need people to listen to me. I need people to hang out with me. I need people to argue with me. I need people to push me. I need people to praise me. Come on. Y'all better get with this social thing. This is where the happiness is, okay? You will live longer if you let people in your life and practice being social and practice understanding other people. This is not about you being on the stage and everybody paying attention to you. Some people suck the life out of a social room. You ever been in a room with a bunch of people and one person just overpowers everybody? It's like social sabotage. It's social sabotage. That's why I call it. You see all of us sitting in a circle, all of us having fun and talking, and you're going to come out of pocket and do something crazy to make everybody not talk and look crazy. That's social sabotage. That person's not happy. I know. I probably make some of y'all mad. I'm just saying. That person's not happy. So practice social fitness, practice joining in and talking with people and listening to their stories and inviting them over your house, going over their house, going out to events with people. Practice being social, even if it's uncomfortable. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an ambivert. I like being social, but I also like being by myself. So, but sometimes I notice, sometimes I like being by myself a little too much, and I need to get my butt out the house and go socialize with my friends. Sometimes 100% of the time, when I go out with my friends, I come back energized. 100% of the time, I'm energized by my friends. 100%. So I'm like, okay, Lakisha, duh. If you're energized by your friend, won't you spend more time with your friend? You know, it's just 1 on 1 plus it makes 2. I don't get it. So that is it. You have to understand that you are in need of friends and you are in need of intimacy. Love from a partner is important. People who are in strong relationships live longer, they're happier. Me and my husband just celebrated 25 years together, and we are so happy together. We're like 2 little kids. Like, I was like, how they do that? How they do that? 25 years, and they still be looking at each other all sideways and hugging each other and kissing on each other and hanging out with each other and joking with each other after 25 years. That's love. Love is sustained happiness. Okay. And actually, love is one of my strengths that I learned. So I love really good. I'm just saying, take that how you want. Hi, Candace. Welcome. All right, y'all, just saying my battery's low. Let me hurry up. All right, so those were the 5. I want to end this with a couple more notes that I have on here that I want to make sure I get through. So this says, happiness comes from taking all of your strengths and that make you a good person of good character and using them in service of something bigger than yourself, something that gives purpose and meaning for life. So purpose is the main thing that makes you happy. If you live a life of purpose, if you live that good life, you stay engaged in flow, then your positive emotions is just icing on the cake. I'm just telling you. It says humans are built to belong. We need connection, intimacy, and emotional, physical contact with others. So that's the formula, y'all. That's the formula. That's the secret. Live a strength-based life. Use your strengths to create meaning in your life and make sure you socialize. And apply this everywhere in life. Make a calling description for yourself and begin to place your strengths, recraft your life into a life that you have created, that makes you happy, that sustains your happiness, and that you will see the quality of your life will go up. You don't necessarily need more money. You don't necessarily need to switch jobs. You don't necessarily need to change anything but how you look at your life. It just all depends on what your situation is. It could be flipped too. You may need to you may need a change. You may say, you know what? This is not right. I got to change this. And that's what knowing your strengths will do. It will cause you to analyze what you need to change. Maybe I need to change who I'm hanging around. Maybe I need to change my significant other. When you know your strengths and create meaning, it will open your eyes to what you need to do to create a better life. And that is positive psychology, which Success My Way is based on. Make sure you join me at the virtual camp on Monday at 7 p.m. We're going to be crafting. I will be going live in the Facebook group between today and tomorrow to talk about and show you all the crafting stuff, show you my coloring books and stuff like that. Because I really want you to come. I really want you to come and just hang out with me and be happy. And let's exercise some positive psychology because my virtual camp is social. My virtual camp, we're going to be creating things and challenging each other in a good way. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So I hope I see you there. And you know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. What are you doing today? to make yourself happy? What are you doing today to live that pleasant life, that good life, that meaningful life, full of creativity, challenges, and relationships? Boom, I just said all five. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? For me, I just got home from a trip traveling. My job, I put on conferences. So if you're on my Instagram, you kind of see what I do. I rarely post what I do at work on my Instagram, but it was just such a beautiful moment that I put it. So if you want to know what I do for my job, just look at my Instagram. So I just got back home. I am going to just spend time with my family because I miss them so, so much. I'm going to create. I'm going to work in my pink room. I'm going to plan. I'm going to call my friends, call my family. We just had a death in my family, so I really, really need to call my family and check on them and see how it's going. And then, yeah. So I hope you have a blessed Saturday. I hope I'll see you this Monday at 7 p.m. And until next time, friends, be good. Love you so much. Bye, friends.